Welcome back to Factful Finance, your go-to source for mastering the art of smart financial moves. Let me ask you this. How much control do you really have over your personal information? If your answer is not as much as I'd like, you're not alone. But what if I told you there's a simple tool to help you take back that control? We're talking about credit freezes. In today's video, we're diving into the specifics. Who should use a credit freeze? Who shouldn't? And why you might want to consider this powerful safeguard for your financial security. You've seen the headlines, but let's separate the facts from the fears. First, let's rewind. A credit freeze is a tool you can use to protect your identity by locking down access to your credit reports. It's like putting your credit in a secure vault. This means that no one, especially criminals, can open new accounts in your name without your consent. Sounds good? Right? But like any financial tool, it's not a one-size-fits-all solution. Now, let's talk about who should use a credit freeze. If you're someone who has never had your identity stolen, you might think, why bother? But here's a fact that might change your mind. According to the Federal Trade Commission, nearly 650,000 Americans fall victim to identity theft every year. It's more common than we think. If you've been a victim of fraud before, or you know someone who has, a credit freeze is an essential line of defense. Similarly, if you're approaching retirement or just want to reduce any potential risks, it's worth considering. Think of it like insurance for your financial identity. Something you hope you never need, but you're glad it's there. But here's the thing. Credit freezes aren't always necessary for everyone. If you're someone who's constantly applying for credit, like trying to get a new car loan, mortgage, or opening a new credit card, then a credit freeze could be a roadblock. It requires lifting the freeze temporarily, which could add unnecessary delays to your financial plans. Take Henry, for example. Henry has an impeccable credit score and is planning on buying a house soon. A credit freeze would add an extra layer of bureaucracy to his home buying journey. He'd need to unfreeze his credit every time a lender checks it. In cases like his, it might be better to monitor your credit regularly or set fraud alerts instead. And what about people like Amelia? Amelia has no immediate plans for major purchases and is deeply concerned about the possibility of identity theft. She's already been scammed in the past and wants to ensure she's not at risk again. For someone like her, a credit freeze is a smart, proactive measure. It's important to consider the cost as well. Many credit bureaus charge a fee for freezing and unfreezing your credit, though some states require these services to be free. If you're going to make this move, it's essential to weigh the costs against the protection it offers. Let's shift gears for a moment and talk about alternatives to credit freezes. Because like anything in finance, there are always multiple strategies at play. A credit alert, for example, doesn't freeze access to your credit report, but it lets you know when someone's trying to open a new account in your name. It's a middle ground solution for those who still want to keep their credit accessible, but with a watchful eye. Now, I want to hear from you. What's your experience with credit freezes? Have you used one, or are you considering it now? Drop your thoughts and questions in the comments. I'm here to help. Remember, whether you decide to use a credit freeze or not, always stay informed and proactive about your financial security. If you're looking for personalized advice, it's always a good idea to consult with a certified financial professional who can tailor strategies to your specific situation. And if you found this video valuable, trust me, you'll want to stick around for what's coming next. We're diving into more actionable tips to help you navigate the complex world of personal finance. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button so you don't miss out. This content is for educational purposes only. Mentioning any apps, products, or services is not an endorsement. Always consult a certified financial professional for personalized guidance. Catch you in the next one. Until then, keep mastering your money and make those smart financial moves.